Hey guys, Rob, WB Cars. Today we're going to take this car for a ride. 68 911T, an original, from what we found, completely original Polo red. Just an incredible car. If you're a Porsche fan, if you're a car fan, I mean, these are the dream cars. You can't find original paint cars like this, not in their entirety, and the quality and the honesty of this car is just paramount to anything I've seen. So excited to take this for a drive. We'll do a little drive, and maybe I'll do a little bit of kind of talk about the car. I tried doing it before with a video in the car, and you just can't hear anything. So yeah, let's go for a drive. First thing, when I'm doing the video, this is on like 40 mounts to get this angle right, so it may bounce a little bit in the video, but forgive me on that. This is going to be a completely cold start. The car has been started in about 24 hours, just about little under 20 hours, something like that. But it's about as cold as you're going to get for the most part. Inside here, really just fantastic presentation, original carpets, appears to be original dash with crack-free speaker grill, which is just unbelievable. It does have an aftermarket radio in it, which does appear to have an hidden 8-track player on it, which is pretty cool. Headliner's been redone, we do know that, and all original glass. The rear glass back here, though, has been likely replaced. It's a clear glass instead of a tinted glass. But all the rest of them appear to be original. Even the front windshield has a sticker I'll show in the photos of the Consumer Affairs exempt tag for smog, which is kind of cool. I don't see that often. It's a black plate car. We don't know exactly when it came to California in its life. It is a European car, but judging on the black plates, it came very, very, very early in its life to California. And given its honesty and integrity and presentation, it certainly looks like it led a pretty easy life here. Front seats have been recovered. We do know that for sure, and the door panels as well have been done. The rest of the vinyl appears to be original, which is fantastic. And the seat belts aren't correct for the car. They're actually, one's a GM seat belt. But again, this car was shown that it was loved and shown that it was used. One of the really cool things in here that I think will get lost on some people maybe a little bit newer to the Porsche world is has this aftermarket stereo and speakers in the door panels, and that's pretty normal. That said, most of the time they drilled holes in the door to run the wires, which is always a bummer when you're putting holes in a car for no reason. These, they ran them down and through inside the door panel. They didn't drill a hole, which is just pretty incredible. It's almost like they had the foresight not to, they really wanted to preserve the car, which is really great. So this is a completely cold start, and you can see exactly what it's like. I'm going to start this camera too, so that way we've got maybe two cameras covering it at the same time. Let's see here. Here's what you couldn't see. I'll show you the behind-the-scenes reality. Locked up. 1 second in, locked up. So, when somebody ultimately says, oh, well, why was there a break between your video and when you started the car? That's why. But it's their job. It's their job to vet this stuff. Let's see if this will work now. Now it's working. Started even easier than what I thought it would, actually. It's never put up a fight, but once in a while it wants just a little bit more gas. If we hear anything banging around, we do have some bags and such back there, camera gear. May make some noise in that video since the camera's above it. But move this camera out of the way and go for a drive. pretty rough road because of construction, so if you hear a lot of bumps, that's why. Brakes are quite good in this car. Sometimes you get 911s and they're a little squishy. Facing the wrong way in traffic, hit by a dump truck. Welcome to Los Angeles. Alright, well, we're back, and just always a treat to drive this car. It's just such an honest, wonderfully preserved car. It's really impressive. Hopefully you wind up checking out the pictures. I took our drive, and our camera's down now because in between did some photos of the car, and man, oh man, just even the little details going back over it, you know, it's incredible. The black line on the rockers that just never looks right on any car, and it's always repainted, and on original paint cars usually it's destroyed by this time. It's just incredible underneath the car, and it's a great example for a restoration, if you were doing one, to know exactly what it should look like. Even just the little plastic tube in the for the gas filler cap release, it just always, you know, looks poorly presented, and especially in cars that have been painted, it's always painted over and overspray on it. It's just immaculate in there. And one of the really special things that Bill Kelly, Tech Weenie, one of our own on Bring a Trailer, he checked out the car, and his report's going to be in the ad as well, because we wanted, you know, third party, you know, somebody come in, sanity check what we're seeing too, that we're seeing just an incredibly well preserved car, and Bill was quite smitten with it too. And one of the things he pointed out was even the seals are the correct original square seals that are on the car, and the fenders in fact are the 68 only fenders with the taper to them, which is really incredible that they're present as well. You know, original as far as the exterior is concerned, and the interior presents largely original as well. Seating surfaces, you know, as I mentioned, have been redone in the front, but and it is the leather wheel instead of wood. But geez, I'm excited to see this auction go. I'm excited to see whoever gets it in their new collection, because you know, they don't come along often, and it sure is special to be part of their journey in the process. So feel free to ask any questions as usual. Always happy to answer anything. If we don't have an answer, we'll find you an answer. Thanks again for checking out the video and checking out the ad, and look forward to seeing how the auction goes.